So today we'll get started in Sukhasana, or easy seat. Option to put a block underneath your glutes for some added support. We'll inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, bring them through prayer. And then wrap the fingertips around the knees, finding a comfortable seat. Gently close down the eyes, bringing the attention to the breath. As you sit here and breathe deeply, I'll read to you a page from Living the Sutras. Samadhi is the process of complete absorption brought on by reasoning, reflection, joy, and self-understanding. Imagine you're in the Alps. Perched at the top of a ski slope, you push off and begin your descent. You move deliberately, turning smoothly through the arc. You pick up speed but remain balanced. You're dancing down the slope on the edges of your skis. Nothing exists but you and this mountain. You are fully immersed in skiing, and everything is working in complete harmony. You feel vibrantly alive, connected, at peace. You are moving with precision, grace, ease. You're in the zone. You're in the flow. Maybe you're not a skier, but we've all had similar experiences, moments of complete absorption, singular focus, and heightened awareness. Some of us experience it through writing, art, listening to music. Sometimes it comes while watching the sunset, gardening, or in a yoga class. As we practice tonight, maybe try to find that flow and truly being in the present moment with each movement, bringing awareness to the breath with each pose that we practice here tonight. If you'd like, you can set an intention here. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Slowly blink open the eyes, rolling over the shin bones, and we'll come into our tabletop position. Having the shoulders over top of the wrists and the hip bones over top of the knees. We'll take some gentle cat-cows here. We'll inhale to drop the spine, lifting the chest. Exhale, the gaze is at the belly button. You're flexing the spine. Inhale, bring the shoulder blades together. Exhale, push the shoulder blades away. Inhale. Exhale. Take a few rounds here to your own breath. Maybe you close your eyes here in your cat-cow, really focusing on the breath and the movement. Back on our mat, and we'll take some glute pulses here by bringing the right leg up off the mat, squeezing the glute, and then dropping the toes back down to the mat. And we'll do that for 5, 4, 3, 2, hydrants by extending the leg out to the side, opening up the hip, and then coming back to center. We'll pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the knee back to the mat. Extend the left leg long on the mat. And we'll take those pulses again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, and we'll take fire hydrants on the second side. We'll open up to the left for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop the knee back down on the mat and push back into your first downward facing dog of the evening. Pedaling out the feet to stretch the calves and the hamstrings. When you're ready, come into your expression of downward facing dog. We'll take one round of 𝔹𝕒𝕟𝕪 here. We'll inhale to slowly walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Exhale for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, keeping the spine nice and flat. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Keeping the pelvis tilted forward. The core is engaged. The arms are up towards the ears. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands at the front of the mat. Step both feet back, and we'll take our first vinyasa here. We'll inhale to rock forward. Exhale, bend the arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat, adjusting the foot as needed. And engaging the core, we'll slowly lift up into our high crescent lunge, keeping that front knee nice and bent. The arms are up by the ears. Exhale, plant the hands to the front of the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left and take a vinyasa. We'll inhale to step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, and take a vinyasa. Inhale to lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. We'll pivot the left foot at a 45-degree angle, keeping the foot flat on the mat. We'll keep the right knee bent, and we'll slowly rise up into our Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. The arms are nice and tall by the ears. That front knee is nice and bent. You should feel a stretch in the left calf. Exhale. plant the hands, step the feet back, and take a vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot at the front of the mat. And come back into that 𝕽𝕒𝕟𝕪𝕒 1 pose. From our 𝕽𝕒1, we'll inhale to come onto the toes of the left foot, and we'll twist open to face the left side of our room. We'll have both feet pointed out towards the sides of our mats. We'll bring the arms to cactus, and we'll slowly squat down, coming into goddess pose. From goddess, we'll take some releve lifts. As we inhale, we'll come onto the tippy toes. Exhale, release the heels back down to the mat. Inhale up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the heels back to the mat. Bring the feet pointing towards the front of the mat. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, and take a vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, place the foot at the front of the mat. Coming back into our 𝕽𝕒1. We'll inhale to come back to the tippy toes on the left foot. We'll twist back open to the left side of the room, this time keeping both feet parallel with one another. We'll put the hands on the hips. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Option to bring the hands flat on the mat, or you can grab onto the ankles for your wide-legged forward fold. If it feels good, you can bend one knee at a time, deepening the stretch in the inner thighs. Maybe you try to bring the hands farther behind you. Option to take ragdoll by grabbing onto your elbows and rocking back and forth. Wherever you are, we'll all bring our hands back to our hips and slowly rise back up. Pivot both feet to the front of the mat. Place the hands to the front of the mat. Step both feet back, and we'll take a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. We'll bring the right foot to a 45-degree angle, keeping that left knee nice and bent. We'll slowly rise up into our warrior 1 position on the second side. This time feeling the stretch in the right calf. Exhale, drop the hands, step the left foot back to meet the right, and take a vinyasa. Inhale to lift the left leg up and back. 𝔹𝕒𝕓𝕪 1 pose. We'll inhale to come onto the tippy toes of the right foot. And then we'll slowly open both feet open. This time facing the right side of our room. Coming back into that goddess pose. And this time, we'll take some sumo squats here. We'll inhale to straighten the legs. Exhale, squat down. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll rotate the feet back to the front of the mat. Plant the hands down, step both feet back, and we'll take a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Coming back into our Vira 1. Only for a brief moment. Coming onto the right tippy toes, opening up to the right side of the room. Finding those wide legs with the feet parallel to one another. We'll inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward for wide-legged forward fold. Option to stay here in your wide-legged forward fold, or if tripod headstand is in your practice, you can take that now by bringing the palms flat on the mat, then bringing the top of the head to the mat. Maybe you just stay here, or maybe you start playing with lifting one leg at a time, placing the knees on the back of the triceps. Maybe you lift both legs up. You could stay here, or you can completely lift the legs straight up. And when you're done, we'll all come back into our wide-legged forward fold. Slowly rise back up. We'll pivot the feet to the front of the mat. Bring the hands to the front of the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right, and we'll take a vinyasa. Right leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Grabbing 2 blocks and placing them on the outsides of the feet. We'll inhale to straighten that front leg. Coming onto a flat foot on the left side for pyramid pose. Feeling a stretch in the right hamstring. Keeping the spine nice and flat. If you're able to, you can always bring the nose to the knee. If not, just staying here with a flat back, holding onto the blocks. From pyramid, we'll take a slight bend in the right knee, and we'll kick off that left foot. Coming into 𝕝𝕝 3, Warrior 3. The hands are either by the ears or they're in prayer. Squeezing the glutes to lift that left leg. Exhale, release the left leg back down to the mat. Moving the prop We'll push forward into plank. Roll onto the outer side of the left foot, lifting the right arm up, stacking the feet, coming into Bachistasana. We'll lift the right leg up and place the foot flat in the middle of our mat, and then slowly dropping the left hip down towards the mat, feeling a stretch on the outer glute. The right arm can either be extended towards the ceiling, or you can gently wrap it on the right knee. Keeping that left foot nice and flexed. We'll inhale to push that hip back up, restacking the legs. We'll come back to plank position. Push back into your downward facing dog. And then inhale to slowly step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale up to Utkatasana chair pose. We'll all bring our hands to prayer. Slowly shift the weight into the right foot, lifting the left and bringing the left knee behind the right. We'll take some curtsy squats here. We'll exhale down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From our curtsy squat, we'll bring the right hand to the outer side of the left foot. Slowly bend that right knee. Plant the left hand down on the mat. Extend the right foot long, coming into baby grasshopper. I'll demonstrate that for you, facing the camera. So again, our hands are in prayer. We're in that curtsy squat position. We're flexing that left foot, grabbing onto the outer side of the left foot, bending the right knee, planting the left hand down on the mat, then straightening that left leg, coming into baby grasshopper, lifting the glutes off the mat. When you're ready, we'll inhale to straighten that right leg, bending left leg, coming back into that chair pose. Inhale all the way up, slight back bend. Exhale, hands through prayer for Tadasana. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back and take a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, plant the foot at the front of the mat. Grabbing those blocks again and placing them on the outsides of the feet. We'll straighten that front leg, coming onto the flat foot of our right foot, finding that pyramid pose on the second side. The back is nice and flat here. We'll inhale to slightly bend that left knee as we push off the right foot, coming into our Virabhadrasana 3 on the second side. As you exhale, slowly lower that right leg back down on the mat, moving the props out of your way. Plant the hands, step the left foot to meet the right, and take a Shavasana side plank. We'll inhale to lift that left foot, placing the foot flat on the middle of the mat, and slowly dipping that right hip down. Option to gently grab onto the left knee, keeping that right foot nice and flexed, feeling a stretch on the side of the glute. We'll inhale back up, restacking the feet. Exhale, coming back into our high plank position, and then pushing back into our downward facing dog. We'll inhale to step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, back up into our Utkatasana chair pose. Bringing the hands back to prayer. We'll shift the weight into the left foot, bringing the right knee behind the left, and we'll take those curtsy squats again here. Exhale down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time, we'll grab onto the right side of the outer foot of the right foot with the left hand. We'll slowly begin to bend deeper into the left leg, placing the right hand on the mat, and straightening that right foot, coming into baby grasshopper. On your next inhale, we'll straighten that left leg, bending the right knee, planting both feet on the mat, finding that chair pose once again. Inhale all the way up, slight back bend. Exhale the hands through prayer, coming into Dandasana. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, and we'll take our last vinyasa here. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, place the knee behind the wrist, coming into our pigeon prep. If your right hip and glutes don't touch the mat, option to bring a block underneath the glutes for some added support. We'll inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, folding over. Starting to slow down the breath here. Releasing any tension you might be holding in the jaws or the legs. We'll inhale to slowly rise back up. props out of our way. Pushing your way back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet if that feels good for you. We'll inhale to lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, place the knee behind the wrist. Coming into pigeon prep on the second side. Again, bringing a block underneath the glute if it doesn't touch the mat. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Melting down into the mat. On your next inhale, slowly walk back up. Moving the props out of your way. Pushing yourself back up into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out those feet one last time. We'll make our way into a seated position. We'll keep the left foot by our glute, and we'll lift the right leg up and over the left. We'll inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, twist open to the right side, hooking the left elbow onto the right knee. The right arm is behind us, coming into half Lord of the Fishes. Getting a nice spinal stretch here. The gaze is over the right shoulder. Well, inhale to unravel the arms and unravel the legs. This time bringing the right foot towards the glutes. We'll lift the left leg up and over. Inhale the arms up towards the ears. Exhale, twisting open to the left side this time. Hooking the right elbow onto the left knee. The gaze is over the left shoulder. With each inhale, we're lengthening the spine. And each exhale, we're twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale to unravel the arms and the legs. We'll come into boat pose by lifting the legs up, Finding a nice V shape with the body. We'll take some half boat to boat crunches here. Exhale down to half boat. Inhale back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll come back to half boat and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down onto the mat. We'll lift the legs up, bringing the hands between the legs, grabbing onto the outer sides of the feet. Coming into our happy baby pose, making sure the spine stays nice and flat on the mat. We're actively trying to bring the knees closer to the mat, while also pushing the feet into the hands up towards the ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch in the hips. Trying to keep the shoulder blades nice and flat on the mat. Option to rock your baby side to side here. Taking any final movements you need here before setting up into your Shavasana. And when you're ready, let the legs be wide on the mat, rolling the shoulder blades together. The palms are facing up for receiving. Gently close down the eyes. Releasing any and all tension in your body. Allowing yourself to melt into your mat. And finding stillness here in your Shavasana. Slowly begin to bring gentle movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Take a nice big inhale, lifting the arms up and over the head towards the ears, pointing the feet, taking a nice good morning stretch. As you exhale, we'll bring the knees in towards the chest, giving ourselves a nice hug. Gently roll onto the right side of your body, coming into a fetal position. Keeping the eyes closed, we'll push off the left hand, coming back into our Sukhasana, easy seat. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Exhale, bring them down through prayer. Often translated as bliss or ecstasy, samadhi is a state of complete absorption. We are awake inside. We have steadied the mind. We are fully present and aware. We are connected, and when we truly experience and understand our spirit. This ultimate level of samadhi is when flow happens not only during a singular activity, but carries into our everyday life effortlessly. Through yoga, we learn to live more of our lives in flow. When this happens, we can live a life of ease. Ease doesn't mean easy. For us, it means to be clear about who we are and to be free from our self-imposed limitations and expectations so that anything is possible. We'll end class today by making the sound Om just one time. If you're new to making the sound of Om, feel free to just listen. Take a deep breath in. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.